Hello, hello. Uh, Hi, sorry about that. Change the language. I forgot that it would restart my computer. Oh, let's get back into it. Sorry, I need to do all my prep again now. Oh, come on. Ignore. Hearts of Iron. Play. Play. Okay. Okay, okay. I think we're back. Sorry about that. Oh. We're back to English. Oh, let me get the music playing. Get past this. Okay. Okay, so our image is still not popping up. Neither is our enabling it either. Or enabling the equipment. Yeah, that's right. Right. Three swords. Let me make sure this is good. Okay. Okay. All right. I think this is fine. Um. So since I didn't know what's going on, like usual, we can look up the wiki. Okay. So we're going to go to equipment. I think land. All right. Archetype. Okay. Which equipment is parent to this equipment? Image priority and production screen. Okay. We don't really care too much about that. Localization. Okay. We want images. I mean, they has image priority, but that's not really what we care about. Okay. So the base equipment has a picture. Uh, Thought it did. Picture. Okay. This one I don't think uses it, but I think we can use it in ours. So what we're gonna do is run under the start year. I'm gonna throw a thing here, a picture, and then we're gonna use our GFX file that we named. We named it this one. This one. We named it that one. We're just gonna throw it there. Maybe this will work. Maybe it won't. We'll see. Oh, also, I need to make sure that it's a DDS. That the picture that I am using is a DDS. I didn't think about that because that could also be a problem if it's not. Oh, what is it? Oh yeah. Okay. So we're going GFX, interface, do swords, DDS. Okay, it's DDS. We don't have to worry about that. Actually, I saved. Yeah, I saved. So the interface, reload, technologies, localization. Let's just reload it all. Still no picture. Let me exit out and come back in since it is a new picture. Try everything before I start changing files. All right. Pocahontas. What is this? I need to change. I need to fix those loading screens. I don't know what's. God, I don't know what's doing that. Maybe it's a new update. They've changed how those localization files work. I don't know. Okay. Going. We're getting into it. Let's check the technology tree to make sure something's changed. If it hasn't, then I hit into a brick wall. Okay, it hasn't. So let's reference the guide again. This, I don't think, is working for us. Or at least, not in this particular situation. I may mess with the technologies later on my own time. Research that a bit more. Next thing I think I may work on is the actual focus tree. Start adding to it, to the least one at least. I'm messing a little bit with the West Ferox as well. But let's start with Elise. We can probably make some custom focuses for now. GFX. Is it interface? Or oh yeah, it's goals. Okay. So look up Fire Emblem Awakening. Okay. Let's make an Imran focus. Since she's the leader of the country. Imran. Do transparent image. Can use her art here. Open image, a new tab. Save image as. Throw it into our mod. Paradox Interactive. Hearts of Iron. Go to your mod. My mod. Where's my mod? There's GFX. Interface. Goals. Then you'll save the file there. I'll open it up in PaintNet. You can use Photoshop or whatever for your DDS files. Photoshop may not have the capabilities on its own to do DDS files. But I think there's plugins for it. I'm not sure. I've never used Photoshop, but I've had someone who did talk a little bit about it. So we're going to maintain aspect ratio. We're not doing canvas size. What am I? No, we are. Okay, sorry. Yeah. cut it down a bit. We really just want our head for the focus icon. Canvas size a little bit. We'll move it over to the left. Go 900. Okay. Cut a lot of the bottom off. Let's try okay. Cut it off a bit more. Let's try 200 maybe? Okay. Shoot, I'm not doing this how I'm really supposed to be. Let's open this. In it. So we can use this focus as a good base. Let's save this Emblem. Go into our focus. Throw Emblem in there. Where's Emblem? Okay. What's the... Okay, let me write down the ratio of this image so I can... Come on, pin. Come on, pin. Oh, there you go. Okay. 100 by 88. Throw Emblem into it. Add layer. He's big. And bring her down a bit. Okay. Ooh. That picture did not scale terribly well. It's very detailed, so it kind of does get a bit scuffed whenever it's shrunk down a bit. I mean, typically you want detail, but there's too much detail. Might have to cut the picture a little bit more. Yeah. So what we could do is take just the head. See. Yeah, then resize. That might be fine, I don't know. It's still a bit big. I think that's fine. So now what we'll do is canvas size. The width will be 100. We'll make the width 200 for now. So let's bring the focus down a little bit. Okay. How much is this? 103? Okay, that might be fine. So let's do canvas size 103 for the height. Bring this in front. Bring it down a bit. We'll copy. Here, wait, actually, we don't want to copy yet. What I want to do is copy it from there. Let's cut, paste into new layer. Cool. Now we're going to take this bottom part. We're going to copy and paste into new layer as well. Bring this below Emran. Bring this there. Since this is in front of Emran, we're going to erase it a bit, just so it blends nicely with the icon. Let me get a bigger brush. 6 is fine. Make sure I'm on, yeah, full. Okay. Oops. Undo that. Cool. Now we need to subtract a bit of Emrin. Cool. Increase my brush size again. Awesome. Okay. This one is a bit weird. But it's okay. It's all right for now. I can probably come back and change all the focuses if I want. We'll change the hue of the background. Imran's kind of a. I might keep a lot of the brown one. I might do it. I don't know. Maybe like a blonde, like her hair. Just kind of mix in. Or like a gold. No, that's kind of nice. Ooh. The Exalt. Yeah, I like that. Do that also to the other ones. Other layers. Cool. I'll save as. This is going to be a DDS. We're going to do this as focus. Well, okay, my keyboard again. Hello. Is it this way? Come on. Sorry, fiddling with this thing again. I want to do the down under space or whatever it's called. Down where? Oh, let me look at it. I'm gonna have to switch my keyboard back. Yeah, I'm gonna switch my keyboard back. let me go into settings and fix this because this is getting annoying as well. Okay, fixed my keyboard. Everything's back. YLI. Now, how do I spell Emmerin? Emmerin. Copy. E. Okay. Cool. Flatten. Now we got Emmerin. Now we can put Emmerin as the focus for the top one. But we made the image, but we still need to define it. Really to go to goals. We can throw one above all of this. So this will be Erin. I don't think I spelled her file name right, so I'll just go here. Oh, everything's so much nicer when you can actually read what you're getting. Emerin. Did I type it right? Oh, I guess I did, huh? Spelled it right. Now that we got that, we're gonna put it into our focuses. So let's go to Common National Focus. Go to Yelise. Go up to the top one. We want to change the icon. Imran. Now that we changed it, we're going to have to restart the game because I don't think it's going to work now. Yeah. Let's exit game. And we'll come back into it, and our changes should save. Stop. Play. Play. All right. Okay. While we're waiting for that, and decide on who we should do next after Imran. Could do. Let me think. We could do Robin. Robin will eventually be in the focus tree, so we might as well make a focus for him. Him or she, depending on the player you pick. You could have two focuses. You could have male Robin and female Robin, and have a little what is it called? Mutually exclusive little focus tree. Which is that's not too hard to do at all. Looking at my research, I'm looking at my focus. Okay, it didn't show up. Wonder why. Okay. Why Elise? Okay. Name of this focus. The goal is GFX goal Imran. Okay. Goal Imran. Focus that. Did I do the YL Imran? Yeah, that's fine. Base goals, yeah. Why is that not working? Bit of a conundrum. GFX goal, GFX goal. I don't think I misspelled anything. Imran DDS. Imran DDS. Yeah, fine. Let me make sure. Throw it in there. Save. Copy this. Copy. What is the goal? The icon. Fine, right? The reload interface. And reload focus. Come on. Focus. No, it's not working. Oh. Why would it not work? Let me think. Is it the position this is in? Should I have put it after? Question mark? There's something wrong with me putting it above those? I don't think so. I think it's wrong. Could it be my file type's not right? Check it real quick. Okay. Got Imran. Save as. DDS. Save. Yes. Okay, so basic kind. Okay. I think. Oh. It did do something weird though. Look at these shades. I don't like that at all. Oh, what happened to my... What butchered it? I think the file type is wrong. What the... What the heck? What type should I be using? I think it switched up on me for some reason. sRGB sounds good to me. I don't like that it did that. We can redo it, but that upsets me a bit. Oh, it appears here. That's fine, but it doesn't want to appear up. Is it because it's too big? Is that it? Does it not want to appear because it's just too big? What? Emphasize 100? Yeah, Yeah, this looks gross now. I'm gonna have to redo this because that does not look right at all. But I want this to work now. Oh, that's annoying. The wiki might tell me how to do the GFX. Okay. Or if it has a preference. Portraits. Or maybe not portraits. Okay, no. Graphical assets? Does it say what type of DDS it likes? That it just likes DDS. Ooh, I forgot. We could do GIFs. Be kind of cool to have a GIF for your country leaders and stuff, or like even your focuses. You probably could do GIFs too. But let's get through my songs. Okay, no, I may give up on that, or just restart and make a new image because I think it is actually working. Oh, yeah, I just crashed my game. Um, yeah, for some reason Emran is being difficult. So that just means we restart. Let's see, yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, gross. Restart. Sometimes you just gotta restart. I mean, that's how it goes. So we want maybe this much of her. Yeah. Maybe not even that much. Let's go like that much. See if we can't use that. There. This picture of Imran's kind of hard because of the top crown. Honestly, it'd probably be easier to use this Imran because her face is a bit more square compared to this Imran, which her face is longer. I mean, the difference is that this is the art for the actually awakening one, and this one is the Fire Emblem Heroes, I think. So I might end up doing the Fire Emblem Heroes pictures for the focus tree, and that might just keep everything a bit more bubbly and stuff. So I kind of like that. So I may use this one instead of the awakening. Instead of the awakening one, it's because it's a little bit easier to get our face into the DDS image. So we'll throw it in there. Face 2, that's what it's called. So let me restart all this. Let me get rid of, exit out of here. No save, you don't need to save that. Go into our focus that we're using as a base. Get phase 2, throw it in there, add layer. Okay, but we only want the head. So we'll take where we'll do like that much of her. See how much I can roll that down. That still looks a bit, doesn't look great, does it? Yeah, here, let me, oh shoot. Let me just try to get her head this time. I mean, if you were a real artist and you were working on your own mod, you wouldn't probably have these difficulties. You could just do it to the restrictions of the DDS files, and it would be pretty easy for you. I mean, drawing's not easy. It's not easy for me. But if you kind of knew how you were going to draw it, your characters would probably look better. Same with the base Hearts of Iron characters too. So I think I can use this right here. So let's bring our canvas size in. Our width is going to be 100. That's the regular base for most DDS images. Next thing, we're going to pull in our height to, let's say, 100 turn. Okay. Bring it in a little bit more to like, try 100. Throw the background up front, bring it down. Emren's here. Can I? Okay. I'm tempted to just throw her up a little bit more and cut the top part of her thing off. Because it's kind of I mean, it's already a bit cut off anyways. So I'll do that, even if it looks a little bit scuffed. Okay. Next thing we're gonna do is get this part. Cut. Paste. Oh shoot. You need to paste it into a new layer. Throw this underneath her. Get over here. Select this part. Copy. Paste into a new layer. Throw this underneath her. Get this part. We're going to delete a bit. Increase the brush size. 6 is good brush size. Oh, undo. Okay, next we go to Emren. We're gonna cut her hair back a little bit. It does look kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shoot. She looks a bit trapped in the focus tree. It would probably be better to do like a portrait for her instead of this circular thing. I kind of wish I had like a squarish looking focus for her. because then she could have her hair in with it. Thinking. Can I widen the focus tree? Or not the focus tree. What am I talking about? The image background stuff. Would that be better for this? Like, what I mean is canvas size. Just say, or even, yeah, canvas size, sure. Increase the width by like, I don't know, 120 pixels. Take this. Stretch it. Boom. Take this. Stretch it. Boom. It looks a bit derpy, but you know. Okay, let me restart. Stretch this first. Yeah, then stretch this background. All right, okay. Okay. Then bring Imran. Yep. Okay. I know this looks dumb, and I know it. I know it looks dumb. You don't need to tell me that. I know. I know it does. But it works now. It works for now. Here's Imran. Okay. She could use some shading. Um, what I mean by that is she looks a bit out of place on the focus. And I can remedy that a little bit by doing some shading. By that I mean I'm gonna lower the transparency of this black. I'm gonna bring my marker or my down a little bit. Okay. Let me lower this a bit more. Okay. Next thing I'm gonna do is mess with the not the brightness. I'm gonna mess with the hue and saturation of the background. Now, last time I kind of had it on like a gold. It's kind of cool. I like to do a bronze like her headpiece actually. Now, fine, we can do like a gold as long as it's not like a green. Okay. Looks okay. Kind of want to see what happens if I change the hue and saturation of her. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, you know what? We could make some cool like little it's like, oh, I don't know, a dark version of Imran or something. No. This one will be normal though. Let's save as DDS. We'll save it as Sorry, I'm going crazy. Oops, caps lock. Amarin. Save. Not this one. Shoot, what DDS should I use? Let me look. Hearts of Iron for modding. Best DDS type. Having trouble with DDS here. Okay. Most files are saved in 3D, but some files. Okay. ARGB. 16-bit. Hmm. Is that helpful to me? RGB? There's no. No. Or maybe I should just look up paint.net transparent DDS type. Yeah. Man, after you finish editing, place a new layer below your image and merge them. This will convert the alpha black to alpha white. Okay. Well, I'll just save this as what looks funny. Well, we did sRGB last time. I don't think that worked terribly well. Maybe if I do a linear this time. Are those the previous? Okay. The first one, you can see it changes the transparency. What about this one? You see some shadow there. It's weird how they change it. Whoa, that one's black and white. I may try this one. Okay. Flatten. Alright. Got that saved as Imran. Let's start up the game and see if it works. Play. And if you just joined in, what we're doing right now is we're messing with the DDS files as some focus tree stuff that I'm making for my total conversion mod for Fire Emblem Awakening. On the Hearts of Iron 4, we're doing a mod for that. So I'm messing with DDS files and I'm kind of experimenting because I'm having trouble with my DDS files and which one is accepted through Hearts of Iron. Because I think my PaintNet, when I'm using the program, it's not exporting DDS like it should. And I think it might work. It might work now. We'll see. I messed with it a little bit. Go to release. Open up the game. Okay, we go to the focus. Okay. Not popped up. But that could be an error on my part because I just made the image. Let's go to our goals. So Emran, the one we just made, is this one right here. Let's rename it. Copy. Imran. Make sure this is spelt the same. felt the same. Okay, and this is being used in there. Oh, the game crashed. Okay, so I'm guessing I used the wrong file type. Well, good thing I still have the file open, so we'll save it as a different type of DDS. Yes, replace. So that one doesn't work too well. Try VC2, VC3, VC2 linear. Let's try that. Save. Okay. Now let's try opening up, because I think the definitions are right, and we saved the file, and all the coding and modding and stuff is right. It's just not appearing in the game, and I think it's because the file format is done. I'm just gonna change it to this one next. See if it works. Okay. Wait for it to load. One map. There you go. New game. Yeah, this is a little repetitive, mainly because it's just testing. With GFX files, you kind of got to reload the game and mess with it a little bit. It's not work. Okay, it's appearing here. It's just not appearing out here. So that is questionable. I don't know. Fila works fine. I don't know what's up with Fila. Fila and play. Oh shoot, I don't know. I don't know why that's working right. Okay, that one says save as yes. This one's saying B3, what is it? B3 DXT5. B3 DXT5. So this one? Okay. Let's get out of Hearts of Iron. It may just be the size of the file. Or like the resolution of it. It may just not like that. Which I can test real quick actually. This doesn't work for the final time. Why do I always have to pick the stuff that I mess up on? No. Typically when I'm modding, I don't run into like terribly, terribly difficult things to bash my head up against. But whenever I stream it, I do. Then I look like a fool. I've done this before. I mean, you see the other parts of the focus tree. And like the GFX stuff that I've done. But now it just doesn't want to work. Because I mess up their little modding rules or whatever they have, the Hearts of Iron devs put into their game. No, it's not working. I think it is the resolution. I just don't think it. I don't think it likes it that big, which is annoying. So let me see if I can't rectify that. Resize. 100. Okay. Size 100. Let's not do base quality. Let's do nearest neighbor. Okay. That kind of dumbed it down a little bit. It's still Imran. It's a little derpy Imran. We'll save it though. Then we'll go back. Okay. So derpy Imran, I think, is within the resolution. And if it's within the resolution, maybe it'll appear. We just need to open up the game again, because if it doesn't appear, I'm going to be kind of sad, and I'm going to move on to something else, because it's not working. Okay. We'll see if the focus appears in game. Alright. Wait for the map to load. Okay. It appears here. Okay, even Derpy Emblem's not working, so I'm just gonna say resave it. I'll fix Emran later. Emran's a lost cause right now. I don't know why she's not working. So instead, decision. Those aren't working. We might move on to decisions instead. Instead, do that because DDS isn't working. All right, get rid of all that. Out of sight, out of mind. I'll mess with it later. So let's do decisions. I made a new thing called support decisions. If you ever played Fire Emblem, there's these things called supports. Mostly in the new games. In the old games, they have some supports. Some supports. Which basically all there are is conversations between characters. Sometimes they yield like items or XP or special abilities, skills, or they can allow you to class into their friends or whoever they have a support with and take on their class and do all that nonsense. For for Hearts of Iron, still kind of debating how I want the effect to take place. But for now, okay. So we have a decision category called Robin Supports, and these are the decisions within it. And you can see the Robin Supports category is here. But if you want to make your own category, you have to define it first. The way to define it is if you look under the decisions right here, you have categories. Then you have decision categories. In the regular decision categories, you have propaganda efforts and this, and I think maybe a few other stuff. I may have deleted those though. Instead, replaced it with Robin supports, which you can throw any of these categories in any of these files. It doesn't really matter what the name of the txt file you throw it into. But I made a new txt file called support decisions, so I don't overwrite any of the base game decisions in case I want to use them. I threw Robin supports in here, and then I can start making my own decisions inside inside this. Now the cost right here is how much political power it takes. So you see 100. I'm going to be using political power probably until I find a better system for this. Okay. Okay. So what happens if we try to do this right now? PP 100. What happens if I click this? Okay. So right now the way we have this set up is it waits 180 days. This isn't really how I want to do this because with supports, you kind of want to just take it once, they talk a bit, and it ends. So what I'll probably put in each support decision is an event that has dialogue. And then as you complete like Robin Crom 1, you can go into Robin Crom 2, 3, and 4. And for supports in Fire Emblem games, you typically have C all the way to S or all the way to A, depending on like if they have a marriage, I guess, support thing. So for Crom and Robin, or Robin and Crom, in Awakening, they have a C to A support. Where at A, they're basically best friends. At C, they're kind of still getting to know each other. But in Hearts of Iron, since years span the whole thing, I kind of want to have like a bit more supports than just 3. So I'm thinking of adding like maybe up to 10 supports. And add like maybe some of my own fan-made dialogue or whatever. Maybe get someone to make dialogue for me or for the other characters as well. I don't want it just for Robin and Crom. I want to do supports for other characters as well. just to flesh out the world a bit. And I don't want to also do it for Ulysses. I want to do it for Plagia as well, where you have Gangrel. Gangrel's kind of funny. Kind of fun guy. I mean, Gangrel did nothing wrong. But his supports with the characters within his nation, as well as West Ferox and East Ferox, have that system as well. So what I want to test right now is we have it where it activates. That's good. But I want to have it where it activates and do an event. So what we're going to do now, let me open up our Hearts of Iron. Okay. So we're going to go to events. Okay, I already have events. I didn't realize we have some news events. Okay, I don't have anything in these news events. Events, where are events? I just had them. Oh, they're right here. Okay. So we'll go to news events or generic. What's generic? What? That's government. I'm gonna do a news event. Where's news event? See, news event. Copy this. Paste it. Replace. Now you got news events. This should have stuff in it. Yeah. Okay. So we don't need decisions categories open. We don't care about that. What we do care about is events. Events. News events. Okay. It's been a long time since I've messed with events. So I'm going to be learning a bit again. They have news one. That's the idea for the Marco Polo Bridge one. We want to initiate an event within our decision. So we can go into, I'm going to look up my modding. Oh no, I can go here. What is that? We're going to do effects. Event. Okay. There is event. There's a lot of events. But we want to initialize an event. Okay, like this. News event. News event. News event equals my event. Okay, cool. So we want to do this. Or I guess we can do just this. Is this how it works? Yeah, I think so. So we can either do this or do this if we want to like do some like a bit more finagling with it. We're gonna put this in complete effect. Use event. We're gonna try to do the Marco Polo instant. It may not work too well since I don't have all the assets in my mod for that event. But I want to see if it launches anything. Oh, did I put number 2? I'm a baboon. Let me cut that. Cut. Throw that into complete effect over here. Save. Cool. Okay. Now that saved, if we click this decision, we'll get the event Marco Polo Bridge incident. Of course, we're going to be making our own event. Awesome. Now, we're going to make our own event. These are news events. So I'm going to copy and paste this within events. Then in this file, I'm just going to delete everything because originally had nothing in this file. Oh gosh, there's so much. Delete everything. Okay. Okay. Use events. We're gonna add a new namespace for our events. We're gonna call it say supports. We're gonna keep everything, or we're gonna delete everything except the first one. We're gonna call this sports event. We do support Robin Prom. Now we're gonna have to rename all of this right here. And you'll notice that there's options here with different triggers. Depending, you can do this if you want like different localization. So depending on your country, like they say have Japan here or China here, depending on your country that you see the event on, you'll get different text. For the Marco Polo bridge incident, they use Japan and China because those are the countries involved in the incident, so they get different dialogue on their localization. We are going to change the localization and change these triggers. We actually don't. I don't think we need these triggers. We only want these options right here. So I'm going to get rid of these options, actually. Yeah. And then it says not Japan or China. We're going to get rid of that. Or actually, we can... The trigger will be always equals yes. So that means it'll always trigger if we get this event. Or this option will always trigger if we get this event. And we'll change this localization file later. First, I want to make sure this event runs. This is not Marco Polo anymore. This is supports event. Chrome 1, 2. We're going to throw it here. I think. Right. Yeah, supports Chrome. This is a supports event. Now, it's been a while since I've done decisions and events as well, so may not work. I don't think it actually will work. In fact, I probably need to restart the game to work. Yeah. Probably isn't. There's probably one big reason why it's not going to work is because I don't have the GUI for supports. We have a GUI for the news events, but I don't think I have a GUI for supports. Probably something I have to make myself. The GUI, remember, is going to be in your interface, and it's going to be under the GUI type. So GUI, we have country, all this stuff. I want to look for events, probably. Event window, yeah. So we're going to go to interface, copy this event window, copy, and then paste. We're then going to go look underneath the event window, go to interface, event window, okay, keep open. GUIs I'm a bit rusty on again. This is a lot of stuff that I haven't messed with in a long time compared to everything else. We have operative events here. We have country events. What we're messing with is news events. So I kind of want to look at that. News events. Okay. The event windows news. So this goes all the way here. Hi. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to go all the way up. I'm going to go... I'm going to separate this all just so I know this is modded right here. This is not news. This is supports. Okay. Now we want to use this whenever we're doing our news. Okay. Light sound, movable position, name. Now for regular news events. Okay. Yeah, I am kind of playing this by ear. Let me look at the what the wiki says about events first before I make a mess of the stuff. Country, news, dates, yeah, all this events. As a root, or from factor, regular targets, okay. ID rules. In an event file, all events must have an ID in a format of namespace, enter your ID. So I made a new namespace, and I made, yeah, all that stuff, yeah. The namespace will be my event. Okay, so that's whenever you're calling. Namespace must be created, may first be created. Finding it. Okay. So this could actually be a news event, but the supports is a namespace. No. No, 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 no. Namespace would be then this stuff, right? If I do that, support. Is that what it's talking about? Oh, excuse me, sorry. Okay. Did that supports event. Let's try this for now. This may not work. Alright. I'll save all. Boot up Hearts of Iron 4 again. Okay. Probably isn't gonna work. I don't have much confidence because I am shooting in the dark one as well. And okay. Wait for this to pop up. Load the map. There we go. All right. Okay. Ports. No. We go to decisions. Okay. Doesn't look like it's working. I can try to give myself some PP to try. Yep. Okay. Let's make it a news event for now. So I can work with news. Oh shoot. Caught myself. Alright. Let's open up a reference real quick to news events. 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 They add the namespace. Let's try news right here. Okay. Let me go back to the main menu and come back into the game real quick. Let the map load again. Okay. Maybe it's not showing up either. Okay. Trial and error. Maybe it's because of that. News. Yes. Okay, now we'll get the event supports 1T. Give ourselves some PP. Click on that. Get a world news. And so for now, it just says supports 1T. The T is title. Supports 1D, which D is description. Supports 1A. A is the choice. And if we want to change that, or like add text to it, it's a localization. And I think Hearts of Iron. Where's localization? Is it up here? No. Localization. Okay. Go to English. Theirs is probably going to be called news events, I'm guessing. No? Maybe just events. Events. Okay, cool. Let's go to our mod file. Go to our localization, English. We'll take the events, copy, paste. Now we can go to it in our Visual Studios. That's what I use. You can use whatever you want. It'll work the same. It should at least. Events. You see the title, description, A. So we can just use this. I can get rid of everything else. Boop. Oh, okay. This one is Germany. We don't care for Germany. We want supports 1. Copy. Instead of Germany, do support 1. Supports 1. Supports 1. Call this Robin. Where's and we'll make a description, be like I don't know, testing for now. This can be option A. This is just a test to make sure the localization is all working. I can get rid of this. Actually, let me add that back in. That might be something I need to keep in if I'm going to overwrite the file. Okay. We go back to main menu. Quit. Let's do that. Everything's saved. Yep. Okay, cool. We'll go back in. We'll test the event, see if it works. One. With the map. New game. Select country. Play. I'm gonna make sure to reload my localization. Okay. Robin and Crom. So the event gets its renamed. It's using the event title name. And we give ourselves some political power. I'll click on the event. Robin Crom. Testing. Option A. So all the localization is working. Now what I need to do is actually what I want to do is make my own event type for supports. I don't want to reconfigure the news events or the regular events or any of the other events, mainly because I like those and I want them to stay in and have their own uses. I just want to make my own. That's what I want to do. So I'll probably have to research that. I wonder if it says anything about it in the wiki. We'll just take a little break and look. Common mistakes. Common errors to begin when making events, whether it's poor practice or prevent the event from working entirely. Some that may be hard to notice when modding. The event seemingly works fine, such as the error prevents new events from being fired for more than one country. This covers some of them. Okay. They updated the wiki recently, which is pretty cool. Which is really nice, actually. Because kind of useful having an updated wiki whenever I use my wiki a lot. So they have country event. And that does that stuff. News event. News event. My news event. Okay. Yeah. So these news and country, I want to make my own. Boop, boop. Oh, maybe I can configure country event to change. Because I don't know what I'd use country event for. News event would have a use because that's news. It's just more lore. Country event I can probably configure actually. I don't think that'll do any. Yeah, I think I can use country event for supports. I don't see anything wrong with it. So maybe I don't even have to make my own type. Now, if I'm going to be doing that, what I'll need to do is go to event window GUI, get rid of news events, because I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do country event. Copy. Paste. Okay. You might be wondering, like, what's the difference between country events and news events? Well, news events have a big picture typically. That's the main difference. And also, news events only have one option. It doesn't typically do anything that decides your country. Country events are typically specific towards one country, and it'll typically have like options that'll change your country. Like it'll give you like a different different national spirit or something that'll buff your country or debuff your country and give you different choices between the two, or change the ideology of your country and whatnot. It's mostly like events that affect your country. While news events, they're just lore and like, oh, this happened in the world or whatever. And all the countries typically get a news event whenever it triggers. But country events are for each individual country, which is what I want. That's what I want for supports. Okay. So if we look at the wiki, I can close out an Emran. If we look at wiki, you can do country event. So I'm going to do country event. I'm going to replace my my current events with country events. So this will be country event. Go into support decisions. Make this country event. Now we should still get the same event. However, now in this format, it still has a picture. I don't think country events typically have pictures. It's typically just text, I think. Then you'll have option A and option B. But right now we only have option A. You're like, what? Two options? How is that possible? Well, see here. Event. Use event. Okay. We have one option here. Copy this. Copy. And paste it. Option. We'll call this B. B. Now we have two options. You may say like, oh, that's crazy. What'll that do? I'll show you. Show you after this. Okay. We have a reset decisions and reload. Oh, reload. Come on. Come on, wiki. Reload this. Decisions. Oh, I guessed it. PP100. Now look. Now we have option A. It supports 1B. It supports 1B because we have not given it a localization file yet. So to give it a localization file, 1 second. I pull up my stuff. Okay. Where we can go is go back into localization for the events. We'll copy this, paste it here. This will be our option B. Option B. Cool. And now if we get rid of this and reload our decisions, give ourselves some more PP, so we can activate the decision. We'll have option A and option B. Awesome. So now our localization is working. May have to change the image and do all that nonsense. But what I want to do now is mess with the GUI of this event. So if we go into country events, you'll see that the country event, sorry, the GUI is all right here. Okay. First, I want to move where our options are. Our options right now kind of in the middle of everything. I want them on the bottom probably, or on the left and right. So, go back. These are the descriptions, the midsection, top window, background, event pop-up. These are the sound, hide sound. Okay, cool. Options, option grid. Okay. This might be it. Right now, it's this. What I'm going to do is copy. Oop, oop. The hashtag will comment this out. I'm going to do this just so I have a reference. I'm going to change this Y. Let's say, what happens if we do 100? If you look, it looks like our options have been moved down 100 pixels or so, say. And if we move it to even more, we can do like, I don't know, 200. Save. It's been moved down below the window. You can see a little bit of it is sticking out. So we're gonna bring it back up to 100 so we can see it there. Now what I would like is it to be horizontally aligned instead of vertically like this. That way we can have option A and option B. Maybe move a picture up and change the what the background of this picture looks like. First, I'm actually probably going to focus on the background of this event image, which we can find the event images within the interface file. Actually, no, lying. GFX interface. Let's look up event. Okay. Okay. This is news. We want country event. Is this it? Let's see. This looks to be a top of it. Yeah. Looks like it may be split into different parts. We want to go into GFX interface. We'll copy this over. Okay. And the way we can see if this is the right one, yeah. Okay, yeah. The way we can test if this is the right GFX file is just, I don't know, changing the hue of it. So we can make it blue. We're not going to keep it like that, but we just want to see if it's changed. Yes. Okay. Oh. It's actually not letting me. Let's quit out and come back in. See if our thing has changed any or if it's messed about. Because I could have gotten the wrong file, or the wrong GFX file, and that may have not changed anything. So if it's not changed anything, then I probably need to go find the real file. Okay, I don't think of that. I think I got the wrong file. I don't think that was it. But let me get rid of this. Option entry. What is this? What does this look like? Okay, so I guess that's the button. That looks like the button. Can I copy this over? Yeah. Maybe I did get the right one. I don't know. This is the bottom of it. They probably have it where it adjusts to your resolution. That'd be kind of smart if they did. An item. I don't know what that is. Event header. What is that? Okay. This is operative event stuff. Bottom win. Okay. Thought that was the bottom. I'm guessing there's different. There's this event 2 bottom. Still got the top right. Okay, that's the bottom. Sorry, I'm messing with this. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Because this seems like it would go with the events. Okay. Ooh. Let's try to change the event option button at least. Let's just change the hue. Maybe to like a blue. Bring up the saturation a bit. Light it up a little bit. Yeah. A bit noticeable. So save. Okay. Exit out. If you're messing with GFX stuff, you typically want to close out of the game. GFX files don't typically reset till then. Then you can play. All right. Come on, single player. Get a load. There we go. Start. Okay. We're gonna go to decisions. Give ourselves some political power. Okay, look. See, our buttons have turned blue now. So I think we are in the right space. So we just need to restart the game. So that means if I change this, this is the bottom of it. I'm gonna do blue again. Uh, just so I know everything's changing. And then I can change like all the graphics and make sure I have the right files. Now let's try to grab the top again. This is the bottom window. Top. Okay. This is the top of that window. Let's go to hue. Change it to blue again. Okay. Oh, save. Yeah. Alright, awesome. Close out of Hearts of Iron again. Launch it up again. See if we made the right changes. I just realized I don't think my music was even audible. Uh, uh, okay. I had music on this whole time, but I looked at my OBS and it was like, oh, nothing's playing. Should have caught that on earlier. Caught on to that earlier. Okay. Okay. Get some more political power. Okay. So we are messing with the right GFX files. This is blue and this is blue. It seems like there's a file that does like a repeating pattern in between something. So I want to grab that. It's like a midsection of it. Clip. Is this just a clip? What is this? Yeah, it's just a paper clip. Okay. Midsection. I think this is it. Yes, okay. So we'll take this, we'll copy it over. For midsection. We'll adjust this. Turn it to blue. Save. Okay. Cool. Now, if that's correct, we should be able to change our event and how it looks. I may make the... I'm a little hesitant to make the event window a bit bigger. Mainly because if a computer has a smaller resolution, it may not be able to fit on their screen. So if I want to do supports on that, I may do it in a smaller window. Or I can try to be smart like the Hearts of Iron 4 devs and have it be adjustable. We bring back the music to earlier. A bit too intense for me. Okay. Alright. So it looks like hair changes have happened. Cool. Now, it's the event window GUI. We have the options. Max slots horizontal. I am going to mess with this. This seems kind of fun to mess with. Now, the max slots horizontal is what I'm thinking makes it where it just stacks up on like this. I wonder what happens if I change this to 2. Will I get 2 side by side? Is that what I'm thinking? Oh, I might be right. I might be. I could be. I could be right. Not always right, but I'm right. I'm right. Yes. Okay. So we're getting somewhere now. What happens if I do 0? Okay. Option B is cut off a little bit. Okay. I'll move this to a little bit closer to the bottom. Move it all. Let's try 50. Okay. Cool. Now, I do kind of want to have it on the bottom. I like the options being on the bottom. I'd also like to see if I can't change the size of the buttons. The options are here, max slots, upper left. Okay, that's fine. We also have an event, an event picture. Which will be, yeah, right here. How is that positioned? Upper left. I might see if I can't do bottom left. What does that do if I do that? And I want to bring it up a little bit, so let's do -20. Okay, so I just brought it up a little bit. Let's do -10. Okay. Guess let's just do 0. Cool. Now this picture I could use as the background for the supports, or I can make this into the background, the actual thing, and make the picture actually be the characters. I can do that. I would like it if I could do 2 pictures. If I could do 2 pictures within an event, that'd be cool. So far, you only have like 1 picture input. And I'm not going to try to mess with events again because I am stupid. But I think it would be kind of fun to venture in and like maybe look in the files and see if I can't put 2 pictures into it and have 1 here and 1 here. Let's see. For now, I want to test the size of the buttons. I want to see if I can't make them smaller and if this will shrink to be smaller as well. So we can go into the buttons, or it's option entry, paint. So we have the button here. Let's do image resize. Its width is 350. Let's go, I don't know, 300. Okay, wait, this is gonna maintain. I don't want to maintain, cancel. Gonna resize, not gonna maintain. Want this to be 300 width. So we shrunk it, or we smushed it in. Save that. Okay. Since it's a GFX file and I'm remaking it, I'm gonna get out of it here. Okay, there might be 2 different button types as well, because there seems to be an event active button entry and an event minimize button. What is this? Is this the grayed out one? Because that's what I'm thinking about. Okay, no, this is something else. I don't know. Let's play it again, see if it works. Typically have 2 GFX files for each button, or 3 actually. Whenever you click on the button, or like whenever you hover onto it, the button will gain like a sheen, or like it'll grow brighter. And if you actually click on it, it should grow darker than the original saturation of the button. So most buttons in Hearts of Iron 4 have 3 different GFX files, 3 different little pictures, just showing like here, these green buttons are grayed out, and whenever you hover onto them, they grow brighter, and they have these little arrows. So there's 3 pictures for each of these buttons. And I want to see if I can't find the event picture of it, because I'm afraid if I shrink down the if I shrink the active picture of the button, if you know what I mean, and not shrink the inactive button, it might make some GFX issues. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. It's a bit weird. Kind of offline, or off center now. But I think it works. I don't know. Let me make it even smaller. It's 200. Save. Save. Mix it out. Stop. Okay. Now let's exit out of here. Then click play. We'll come back into the game. Play. Okay. Wait for the map to load. Here we go. Okay. No, I'm not looking in the focus tree. I forgot. Decisions. Political power. Okay. So the buttons are shorter. It appears that the text has remained the same in the same position. But it also seems like the buttons, when I can't click on the empty space. That means that all I'd probably need to do, well, I really don't know. But we have the option grid here. Size here. Slot size. Okay. So we have size of the button, I think, and then the slot size of it. Okay, cool. So if the slot size is 300, and I'm guessing it's spanning 300, which my current button size is what? Is my button? Where's my button size? It is 200. That means the size can be 200. Okay. The slot size, I'm guessing that's going to be the including the spacing in between and whatever. Not 150. Let's try 250, just to give some space between our 2 buttons. We'll save that. We'll see if our event has changed. Let's exit to the main menu. Then wait for the map to reload, and then come back into the game, then test the events. Here we go. Like, all right. Okay. Okay. I think the slot size is working, but for some reason the text isn't moving. So I might have to find a remedy for that. And I don't know where the text would be for the options. Okay, this is the bottom window though. background, event picture, event pick clip, options grid. I may have to revert back to what it was. And then just keep my buttons long. Then I'll mess with it later. Make this 0. Yeah, I'll just reset my buttons. Yeah, this is it, right? Okay. So that should bring my buttons to the original. It may not show up. Yeah, because it's a GFX change, so you have to close out of the game, or I think you can refresh your GFX files on Hearts of Iron, but most of the time it's a little finicky about that. It really doesn't like it whenever you're changing the GFX files of focus trees focuses. It hates that for some reason. I mean, it doesn't hate it. It's not like it crashes the game or anything, but the GFX files, or at least the DDS files, don't show up too well. I talk like I'm an expert, but I really don't know anything. I just know my experience with the total conversion mods and throwing it together and what I've experienced. I could be doing everything wrong, and I'm sure a professional modder who knows a lot more about the in-game stuff, or like the actual files and how the events and GFX things are made. I'm sure they know a lot more than I do about their file types and whatever. Hearts of Iron, they use DDS and TGA file types, which I barely know anything about. Okay, yeah, so I reset it. Next thing I'll try to do is make it just a little bit bigger just to fit these two options here. So what I'll do is it the bottom window is how big it is? What is the top container size? What happens if I'm going to copy this, copy, throw this to the side in case I change it and want to revert back. I'm going to make this 600. Okay. Let's make it 700. Okay. Now my option B is visible. Orientation center. Backgrounds, yeah. I would like it. I think actually some of my option A is hidden underneath option B. That's probably the case actually. Because size with this, yeah. For left. Something to do with this nonsense, I bet. The size and the slot size. Probably what that is. Yeah, if I increase the slot size by like 320. A little bit more. Actually, sorry, let me copy this real quick before I up stuff. Can't forget to do that. Otherwise, I'll be sad later. Well, actually, it wouldn't be too hard. I could go to the Hearts of Iron and directory and find it. Yeah, okay, now we got a little space between option A and option B. But I really do want to shrink these down, move the text with it. So I'm going to have to research all the different files for this event nonsense. I think I'm going to end off the stream today here because I am tired and this is stuff I need to research and come back and actually do. Because I can keep messing with this all night, but I mean I am getting tired, so it's probably not going to lead me anywhere. I appreciate you or all of you watching, whoever is watching out there in the void. I appreciate it, and thank you for following me on this wonderful adventure of modding in Hearts of Iron 4. It's keeping me motivated, and whenever I know someone's watching me, I'm motivated. If no one's watching me, I barely do any modding, and it takes me forever to do a mod. No, thank you. We have a good night. See ya.